Welcome. We are back and you're looking at the trades right now. This is how I usually start off the streams. There you go. XPV hit the target yesterday for 18%. eBay hit the target yesterday for 10%. Space hit the first target during the market today, the short-term target, for a 15% gain. But then after hours, I think it got really close to the long-term target. Let me just check real quick on my phone. But Space is up over 25% at this point since my buy call. There was a short-term and a long-term target that I put out on Space. So Space is currently at 31.40. There you go. It's up probably 26-27% since my buy call last week. GOES also still up 10%. Moderna up 10%. OPTT, I literally posted that at noon today, and right when I posted it was the bottom of the day, and it went up 8% after that. Even went to $3 after hours. I posted it at $2.77. Almost a 10% move there, inches away from the target. BurgerFi had a great day, up 8%. That was a Discord exclusive. XL had a good day, up 8%. That was also a Discord exclusive. I posted both of those last week. And then Fisker, in the morning, it was up 8 or 9%. And actually, if you were in my stream yesterday, I said Fisker was bullish when it was $15. Literally, I put out a tweet saying it looked bullish. You had the divergence on the 4-hour and the daily. And in the morning, Fisker went to 1650. Which was a 8, 9, 10% move, something like that. Depends on where you got in. But actually on my stream yesterday, and again, I'm not an options expert. I have more expertise in technical analysis and swing trading. But on my stream yesterday, I said I had the 16.5 calls, and those just flew today. And the trades did crush it. Okay, I just took a deep breath, but the trades did crush it. However, for one of the first days in a long time, my trades outperformed me, if that makes sense. These trades outperformed what I did, okay? I messed up today. I'm only here to be honest. I don't have an ego when it comes to this. I've made enough money trading and stuff like that, but just being completely honest, I woke up late. I was not able to take profits on Fisker, and Fisker came back down. By the time I woke up 2 hours after the market opened. And then I had other calls, which I sold them half asleep, and then they ran throughout the day. I mean, I was up 200% when I sold those calls, but yeah, I was up 200% on those calls. I sold them. They probably went up 350% because it was in the money on APPS. But yeah, I had a flat day today, and you're looking at the trades. So I'm pretty disappointed in myself, just couldn't catch anything. I even tried a day trade. I messed it up on a big trade today as well. It was a day trade. So it's just one of those days, you know, I'm completely fine. I went up 17% of my portfolio yesterday. I'm still very in the positive for the week. And, you know, having a flat day is better than having like a negative day. So it is what it is. I over traded. I woke up late. It was just a mess. It's been a stressful day. But hopefully if you were in the trades, you got great gains. I know a lot of people in Discord. I did a poll earlier today asking how everybody is doing with my trades this week. And out of the people who answered, 43 people are in profit and only 10 are down. So the majority, like 75%, are upwards. But yeah, I mean, looking at the trade, the worst trade is down 2% out of all of these. 16 for 18. That's your daily recap. Now in the title of the stream, I said my #1 stock pick I'm going to be revealing. I'm going to be doing that in a second here shortly. Give me 1 minute. My mom just called me. Give me a second here. All right. So join the free trading movement. Go to the website. Join our Discord. I just showed you the XL trade and the BurgerFi trade that are both up 8%. I only put those in the Discord. So join the Discord by going to free trading movement. The link is in the description. You have a lot of tools to become a better trader, literally for free. People charge thousands of dollars for this stuff. Full free course. You know the whole entire deal. If you want to send me a tip, if you want to buy some merchandise, it's the pinned comment in the chat and the first link in the description. You could type it in there. It'll pop up on the stream. You can get some merchandise. That'll also pop up on the stream. Let's get to the charts. All right, we are on the charts right now. Looking at futures, they're up for sure. They're definitely up about like 0.25%. Futures are doing pretty well right now. Not too much to say. I think there might be some stimulus news tomorrow. That's what I've been hearing, but do your own research on that. And yeah, just a lot of things going on. Okay, futures are up and the market is fine for right now. But you know, before I even go over all the things in stream, just remember there's a lot of things happening politically right now which can affect the markets. The UVXY, the volatility, is at the same level it was. It's actually a little bit under, so it might have broken that support. We'll see. But it's around the same level it was right before the COVID crash. And when it came down to this level, I mean, look at what happened right here. It went crazy and the market dumped. Also the dollar, and this one isn't close to breaking out, but the dollar is in a long-term falling wedge. And if the dollar goes up, typically the market goes down. So keep watching the dollar, the UVXY. I already told the Discord to keep watching it. Don't panic sell, but just take caution. You know what I'm saying? It's not, things in the market are not as clear as they were, you know, before, right? So just give me a second here. This is actually a crypto I own. It's falling a little bit. I'm just gonna set an alert if it falls even more. Yeah, let me, we got 43 people in here. Hit that like button. I'm about to reveal. Let me also put an alert on futures just in case they go. I already have an alert to the downside, but if futures go up, we're gonna get alerted. So let me put something right there. I'm about to show you all my #1 stock pick right now. I opened a position today. And there's already a trade on it. Like I already put out a trade on this thing. But looking at the chart again, I just think it looks even more bullish for a 1 to 2 week. Within the next 1 to 2 weeks, I think it's gonna have a nice pop. And again, that's not financial advice, just an opinion. It can be completely wrong, and I don't care if it's wrong. Why? Because I manage my risk. I make so much more on my winning trades than I lose on my losing trades. And if you've watched my free course, if you watched my risk management video, you know exactly what I mean. You should never be afraid to fail as a trader. You just need to be able to adapt as a trader, all right? Oh my gosh, MTZ Chavez actually got it in the chat right now. Okay then, so you kind of revealed it for me. Big Commerce is the #1 stock pick that I'm looking at right now. There's already a trade on this. There was actually 2 trades. The short-term trade got stopped out, I think on Monday. The market had like a weird open, and then this short-term trade did get stopped out. But there's the long-term trade, which is already in profit. This trade is already up 3%. So I re-entered a position pretty much right around here, but I put like an entry position, right? If it falls lower, I can add more to my position. If it just goes right now, then I'm already in. So this is Big Commerce. Why do I like it a lot? First of all, the actual company, e-commerce website, you know, they have a lot of people, a lot of D2C brands using their platform. I've used their platform. It works very, very well. You know, if you know Shopify, it's very similar to Shopify, obviously a smaller company. And I just think fundamentally, this move down is just not warranted. They don't have earnings for some time as well, so you're safe there. And look, it broke out today of this downsloping flag at this major support. It was the previous all-time low. It broke back above that support after having a fake out to the downside. It broke out of the downsloping channel, and it kind of looks like a double bottom. Not perfect, right? You have one bottom right here, another bottom right there. But if it breaks 66.5, I think BigCommerce runs. You really don't have a resistance until like the mid 70s. You kind of have one right here. I could throw it on the chart. You kind of have a mini resistance at 70, but I mean, that's already like a 10% move. So trade's already up 3%. I opened a position in it today personally. If it falls back to, it could retest the breakout. So you need to strategize your entry. I don't know if it's going to pop tomorrow. I don't know if it's going to pop in 3 days. I do think that it's going to see a move up after the things that are showing on the chart. But again, not financial advice ever. And what was up? So you have the divergence on the 4 hour as well. Classic bullish divergence. That's on the 4 hour thing. On the daily, you literally today you confirmed classic bullish divergence on the daily, which is great as well. If you've seen my trades, you know I use this on 95% of the trades I put out. It's a bullish chart. It's showing a lot of signs of a bullish reversal. Great, nice green candle today. It just needs to cross that 66.5 level. Just remember, it was up almost 8% today. So you have to strategize where you're entering, how you're entering. That's completely up to you. But it could pull back at open or something just because, you know, people taking some profits. It could retest the breakout. I just think overall in the next couple of weeks, I think it continues up after this. These are just signs of a reversal in my opinion. But yeah, that is BigCommerce. Number one stock pick right now. NCLH is another one. I put out that trade super late last night. That one's already in profit as well. This is the dragon pattern. Hidden bullish divergence on the daily, and on the 4 hour you have classic bullish divergence, which also confirmed. This trade is up, we can find out right now. This trade is currently up 2%, so nice day today. My calls are already up. I think Christian in the Discord said he was up like 17% on his calls. That's crazy. I got the wrong calls, I guess. I got pretty long dated ones, like right around earnings, like I think like right before or after, but I want to take profits by earnings. But yeah, hidden bearish divergence. No, there's not hidden bearish divergence on this chart. It's literally impossible. So I like it. It just looks good. And then again, you know, I literally put out a video on travel today. I put out a 7-minute video. It's the last video on my channel on travel and why I think travel looks good. Literally every single travel chart looks like this, with like a bull flag on the daily, with hidden bullish divergence, and then 4 hour classic bullish divergence. If you were in my stream last night, if you saw my video today, if you follow me on Twitter, you already know about this, right? I'm bullish on travel for a 5 to 6 month outlook, not a swing trade, a long-term trade. So yeah, the target on this trade is the 1618, the golden retrace, which is just under this 34 level. Now, if you go back in time, and we're on the daily, remember this, you really go back in time, look, 34 was your resistance over here in 2014, it was your support in 2016. So it's right under that level, and it's at your golden ratio of this pattern right here. There's the target, long-term trade, 36% gain if it works out, already up 2%. There you go. Hidden bearish divergence on BigCommerce. Let's take a look at that. Not on the daily at all. Would be impossible. 4 hour, there could be, but you can't consider something hidden bearish divergence until the MACD starts waning. Over here, you could have considered it, but that reversed, right? So until BigCommerce gets a crossover to the red, or at least BigCommerce starts doing this, just, you know, going down a little bit like that, until it does that, you cannot consider it hidden bearish divergence, because this thing can go like this, right? It can go like that instead, right? It's already building that positive momentum again. And remember, you're really focusing on the daily, which literally had the MACD crossover today, and that looks super bullish in my opinion. So it's way too early to call it that. There's a potential for it? Yes, but remember, you don't need to expect anything. You just want to react to it. But yeah, those are just two new trades. Fisker, I kind of opened up the stream talking about it. It did, guess what? It pulled back, just like a lot of bounces on Fisker that have been sold off. Nothing new there. But again, if you were in my Power Hour stream yesterday, it was at $15. I said it was bullish with the hidden bullish divergence on the daily, and then the classic bullish divergence on the 4 hour, which you still have very, very nice. It just confirmed. You also had a daily bullish pin bar candle yesterday, right over here, bullish pin bar. And what happened this morning? It went to 16.5. Pretty much, it was like 2 cents off. And that was also on my chart when I put it out. So yeah, Fisker still looks good to me, if I'm being honest. I think this is a viable dip on Fisker. And again, I have a 20-minute video coming out on Fisker on Saturday on the fundamentals. Not so sure our LT right now, given predicted market correction. You said so in tweet yesterday as well. I'm not sure what LT means, but let me know about that. I'm not predicting a correction. I'm just being cautious. That's all I'm doing. I'm not calling a dump. I'm not calling a correction. I'm not calling a move up. I've literally said for about a week, I have no clue what's going to happen with the market. It's just not as easy to tell. There's just way too many variables for both the bulls and the bears. Long term, not so sure on long term right now. I'm still not too sure what that means. Long term on what? A little bit confused there, but again, I have no clue what's going to happen. I don't need to know what's happening. This is the issue, that a lot of these, people on social media tell people, this is my price target, this is going to happen 100%, and then it doesn't happen, right? As a trader, and this is what Mitch Ray taught me, you don't want to be expecting things. Obviously, you use your probability, but if you expect something and it doesn't happen, it triggers an emotional reaction, straight from Mitch Ray's book, right? And you don't want to be emotional trading. That messes you up. So don't expect, just react to whatever does happen, okay? And if you're reacting to the dollar showing a bullish reversal sign, and you're also reacting to the UVXY being at a major support, of course, I'm managing my risk. I had 30% options allocation like 3 weeks ago, which is way too high, obviously. Now I only have like 8 or 9% options allocation in my account. And I'm only in trades that are going sideways in accumulation ranges. I'm not in trades that are like just absolutely up 50% in the last 3 weeks. I'm not in those types of trades right now. I'm in these long-term accumulation trades in which they're not going to dump if the market falls. They're gonna just move down casually. But the ones that are super overextended, up 30, 40, 50% in the last 2 weeks, those are going to be the ones that people are just going to take their profits on real quick, because you might as well take profits when the market's doing something like that. So that's just my thoughts on that. But keep hitting that like button. We got like 50 people in here. Hit that like button, run that number up to 30. Thank you for all the support. If you want to send me a tip, if you want to buy some merchandise, it's the pinned comment in the chat and the first link in the description. Remember the free trading movement. It is awesome. Just 2 weeks into the free trading movement, we launched the Discord not last Friday, but the Friday before. We already have about 800 members in the Discord. If you want to join it, go to freetradingmovement.com and click the banner on top. The link for that is in the description. And yeah, what else? OPTT. I put this out in the Discord. I put it out on Twitter. It was at 277 when I put it out. It's now at 299. There you go. Nice move right there. Just great move. Right off this support, right over here, this orange line. And then also this upsloping demand line. I literally put this out today and it's inches away from the short-term target for 13% almost. It's like literally 75% of the way there. Take profits whenever you want to. What's up, Mr. S? How you doing? So OPTT was a great trade as well today. There was one more, space. We need to talk about space. I think some sort of catalyst occurred after hours, but it went insane after hours, like crazy. It went to like 31.40 or something after hours. So as you see, right when the market closed, it was literally at my short-term target for a 15% gain. And then after hours, it went up like another like 10, 12%, something like that. Now it's up like right over here. Like it's literally by the long-term target right now. And remember, you have that gap fill. Let me go on the daily and tell you the exact gap fill. The gap fill is to 31.86. It is literally like 40 cents under that right now. So if the gap fills really fast tomorrow morning or whatever it is, the long-term target could be achieved. I was thinking that this could take like a month. It's been a week since I put out the space trade, and right now it's already up like 31%. It's pretty much at the long-term target already. Like it's pretty much there. It's like 2% away or something. So I posted this last week on Twitter, in the Discord, on my page. There you go, all for free. Literally all this for free. Just giving. Hope you're enjoying, because it's crazy. XL up 8% today, or 8% since the entry, up 5% today. BurgerFi up 7% today, but up 8% since the entry. Posted these exclusively to the Discord. There you go. But just crazy day for the trades. And again, I kind of started off with this. Not a crazy day for me. I woke up late. I not panic sold, but I took profits early on a call option, even though it was up 200%. Could have got like another 150%. I can't complain about that. Profits are always profits. And then I took a bad day trade. I don't want to really talk about it. Like the trade wasn't even down that much. It was down like 3%, but I put a lot into that trade. And at one point that trade was up 3%. So I was up 3% on that day trade with a pretty big position in it. And then I'm now down 3%. So it fell 6%. That's just how it goes, I guess. Looking for a better day tomorrow. Futures are all right, about up a quarter of a percent. Just all around strong day. The worst trade today, I mean the worst performer today was down 1% out of all the trades today. 18 trades today. The worst one was down 1%. I mean, crazy, right? Actually, APA was down 4% today, but it's still up 6% since the entry. Okay, so I forgot about that one. It broke out. It's already up 6%. It was up like 10% yesterday or something. And yeah, did I enter Clove? I did not. What's Clove at? Clove is at 14. This is weird because I don't know if it's held at support or not, because like, look here, right? Your resistance on this candle on Clover, then your support on this candle, then your support on this candle again was 14.17, and it closed under that technically. And if you're just looking here, it's nothing. There's no data here. Their next data is at 13.17. That's your next support. You maybe have this wick at 13.35 as well, but like that looks like a breakout to the downside in terms of technicals if I was looking at this like any other stock. But remember, it's a newly IPO'd company, and I don't think that technicals matter that much on a newly IPO'd company. Especially that's a SPAC in the healthcare, so in the healthcare sector, I guess. So I have no clue where this could be going. I took a little loss on this today as well. I never put out an official trade on it though, but yeah, CCIV, it's in the thumbnail. Whoa, new all-time highs again. This was like the first super runner SPAC, not super runner SPAC, but super hyped up SPAC on Twitter that I wasn't in. I was in Nikola way back in the early summer. I was in Helion very early. I was in Fisker very early at $9 when I put out the bullish butterfly. Went from $9 to $23, most legendary trade ever. And I had options on that trade. So that was like one of my first options. And then what was the other one? PIC, which is now XL. And then IPOC, I was actually also in. I think I overall I'm down a little bit on IPOC. I don't know IPOC, but I'm out of it right now. It's now Clover, right? I'm bad at like switching the names. But CCIV, the one day I took a break from Twitter for a few hours is when everybody was talking about it. It was down at like 11.50 or something when everybody was talking about it. It made like a 10% move, and I just didn't get in. I even covered the CCIV call they had yesterday when it fell back down to 13, but I was streaming then. I don't know. I just, I haven't gotten in on this one. If I miss out, I miss out. I'm not, I'm at this point where like, there are just so many games in the market across everything from NEO to Tesla to Bitcoin to CCIV to space that I just, if something passes me, I'm not mad about it. Like that's happening every day to something, right? There was, Plug yesterday, FCEL. I don't chase things like this, right? And of course, I'm not saying this can't go higher. We've seen crazy runs on Penn, on NEO, on Tesla, on Bitcoin. This could do the same if it is the Lucid company, and obviously people are very bullish on the fundamentals. I'm not saying it can't go higher. I'm just saying I don't need to be chasing it, right? Even if it goes to 50, I don't need to be chasing it. I have options that went up 200% today, right? So I have my own way of trading, which does not involve chasing. I mean, I wish it would dip back down. I would love to enter if it does dip back down. I'm just not a chaser. That's just my personal preference on anything, literally on anything. But yeah, Mr. S says, I entered your Fisker $9 call. Yeah, I actually have I showed this on stream yesterday, but I don't know if, let me just bring it back up. All right. I got that call framed. Literally, I got it framed. I owe that call so much financially, so much for the growth of Champion Vibe. I had to frame it. It's also available if anybody wants to buy it. But yeah. If it approves, though, Lucid's estimated value is $15 billion, which would be like a $50. Absolutely. I have nothing against Lucid. I love Fisker. I have a bias towards Fisker, obviously, but I'm not. And I kind of said this like 2 or 3 nights ago. I don't view other EVs as competitors. I view them as good. The more EVs there are, the better, because for mass adoption, you need multiple choices for people, from low end to middle to high end, to high range to high performance, to good design, to long battery life, which is like the same thing as range. So the more options, great. That just increases the ability for electric vehicle mass adoption. So I have no issues with any other EV companies, except the egg car. I don't like the car. Okay, I don't like it. The technicals were great on, what was it, Monday, that it went crazy. Literally, I said it the night before the technicals. I actually look good on it, even though I hate how the car looks. But the technicals on the chart looked good, and it flew like one day this week. I'm talking about solo, by the way. Technicals did look good, I can't lie. My number one stock, BigCommerce. But please don't just blindly hear that and go market buy tomorrow. Do your own research. This is not financial advice. And also scroll back to the beginning of the stream and actually listen to what I had to say about it and how I'm playing it. I'm not just market buying this randomly and going all in. That's not what I mean by my number one stock. I have a strategy for how I'm playing it, and everybody has to have their own strategy for how they're playing it, okay? So please go back to the beginning and actually listen to what I said for like 7 or 8 minutes on BigCommerce. 517 mile battery range, which is crazy. I mean, that's wild. But again, I think that's on like isn't that on like their high-end car for what's it called, for Lucid? That's like on their 160K, because like their starting vehicle is what, 70K from what I've been seeing. WWR, everybody's talking about, what is it, Westwater Resources or something? Yeah, Westwater. Everybody's been talking about this one. I never put this trade out, actually. I actually try to put out a trade, not try to, but I do this a lot of times where I create these trades just in case it really does develop into what I'm looking for. And then whenever, like, you know, just so I can quickly put it out if something does happen, right? So I just keep these trades. I'm sitting on like 20 trades probably that are just in my pocket, you know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of which ones I decide to put out officially, which ones I don't. Like another one that I regret not putting out is GOEV right here. I lined up this trade, look at this. I made this trade, I just never put it out. I actually did put it in the Discord in like the community chat, but I never made it like an official trade, and that went crazy. With there was like a report about them having talks with Apple in 2020. So yeah, there's a lot of trades I've made that just haven't seen the light of day. Sometimes that's a good thing because they didn't work out, and then sometimes it's a bad thing because they did work out. But this one, again, this is not an official trade. This is not me officially putting out a trade on it. I just lined it up as like, that's just how I would manage my risk. I think we actually went over this on stream, and I created this like as an example because it just looks like your support is 481, right? That's where you've been holding, right over here. So your stop would be under that. If you wanted to enter this, you would probably just wait for, I mean, this pullback is a nice pullback as well from 549 to 513. You're waiting for that pullback, and then your stop loss under the support. Other than that, it's just like, you don't really have much of a pattern. I don't see much of a pattern here. It's just like this support level. And you don't have classic bullish divergence. Your MACD does look pretty good, but it's not classic bullish divergence because it's more like bullish convergence where the price and the MACD are doing the same thing. Same thing on the RSI. There's just no divergence or anything. So I don't know. It's tradable. Yes, 100% it is tradable. It just doesn't have all the factors I'm looking for in a trade. So it can go for sure. I just wish it had a little bit more for me to feel more confident in it, right? Like divergence, like a pattern. All it really has, in my opinion, right now is this 481 support level. Yeah, it's WWR. Profits are profits for sure. Just frustrating. Like seeing these trades, right? Seeing these trades right here just absolutely crush it today. My trades, like literally the trades that I made, just crush it today, and I didn't crush it today. Like, it's just frustrating. And again, I'm not mad. I'm not mad because of the financial part. I'm completely fine. I have no problem with the bad day in my account. The part that just sucks is like I'm not listening to my own advice, right? And I don't like not trading properly. Today I just didn't trade properly. You know what I'm saying? I was over position sizing on day trades. I was taking profits too early on calls. It was just, I just couldn't catch a break on the decisions I was making today. So it was just one of those days. Looking for a bounce up tomorrow though. I actually like how my account looks going into tomorrow. I feel good about it. Knock on wood. All right, but drop some takers in the chat, whatever you want me to take a look at. Hit that like button. Come on, we got 40 people in here and 24 likes. Let's get to 30 likes. If you want to send me a tip, you want to buy some merchandise, the trade's absolutely destroyed it today, demolished it today, crushed it today. The link for that is the first link in the description or the pinned comment in the chat. Did I not pin the comment? I didn't pin it. Let me pin that in the chat. Forgot to make it the pinned comment, I guess. Let's fix that up right now. All right, so I'm dropping that link in the chat. I'm gonna pin it. There you go. It's the pinned comment in the chat. All right, so that's probably it. Futures haven't moved too much. Down a few percent on a crypto. I just can't catch a break today. Everything I charted looks great and played out great. Just the way I played them did not work out. AFMD, INFN, we can look at both of those. INFN, AFMD. Is the music too loud right now? Let me know. I feel like it is a little bit loud. I'm just gonna put it down a tad. But I actually like this playlist a little bit. All right, that looks a little bit better. INFN had this fake out right here. You still have the hidden bullish divergence regardless. It's really kind of hard to tell what your exact support is. I just think it's like this general range. Whoa. I think it's like this range right here, this orange box. I think that's your support. If you break that, if you break out of this box like to the downside, I think you're going to go see 835. It's just your next support. Look how long it was your resistance. But you do have the hidden bullish divergence on the 4-hour and not much on the daily. So I mean, there's a potential on the daily, but it's not developing yet. So I don't know if it's there quite yet, but it is in a support range, I guess. OPTT, yeah, we already went over it. Great intraday call today. Happy about that one. That was one of my good winners today for sure. My big winners today were Space, OPTT. My APPS calls were up 200%. And still I managed to have a flat day. That's just because I overtraded on such a big position size. Like I literally had multiple things going up 10%, 10%, 12%, 13%. Call options up 200%, 50%, 40%. My travel call options crushed it too. Like so many things were in profit, but I took away all those profits by just oversizing on day trades. So learn from my mistake today. I should put the butterfly pattern on a t-shirt. Yeah, I mean, Mitch Ray has that. He already has like harmonics on t-shirts, so I don't really want to copy there. I just really like that one, butterfly trade that changed my life, literally. Bull flag, maybe like a mini one. You can make that argument for sure. I don't think it really matters because even if it was one, you broke out of it and you're not getting the follow through price action. Yeah, I mean, yeah. But you might be back in it now, right? You had a fake out and now you're back in it. It's just weird. I don't know if it's really respecting the technicals right now. AFMD, and then what was it? ADMP, Nokia, Apple. I'm just gonna add these to my watch list. Nokia, I have no clue what they're up to nowadays. I think it is this Nokia. Is this the right Nokia? Which one is it? Is it the Paris one, the MIL? I have no clue which one. The New York Stock Exchange, NOK, OMX, HEX. I have no clue which Nokia, but I know the company Nokia. What was the other one? ADMP. All right, we added all of those. NOK. All right, thank you all. You guys are quick. Appreciate that. So we're gonna go with that one for Nokia. All right, so what was this? AFMD, I think from Guy in Hat. AFMD. All right, this is the right one. You did have the hidden bullish divergence, but that's already playing out. This is literally your hidden bullish divergence playing out unless there was a catalyst. And then you do also have the hidden bullish divergence on the daily, which just confirmed today. But I don't know about the pattern. Pretty hard to get a support here, if I'm being honest. I just don't see a support in this area. Very long macro double bottom. It could be a long-term trade. I'm just not too sure about a short term. Yeah, you could argue cup and handle on this too, right? This is your rounding bottom of the cup, even though it's not perfect, just like the psychology of it. And then this is your handle right here. It could be. I think you need to break this level and hold above it, right? You tried to break that level recently, but you couldn't hold above it. Like, right, what's the high right here? $735. I think you need to get above 735, and I think you need to hold that. Right, so I just put 737, but 735, you need to get above it and you need to flip that into support, and I think this could run, but you need to do that first. So it's a little bit hard to optimize for an entry here. I think the better entry was right here when it was not right there, right here when it was flagging, kind of not perfect, but like right when it broke this line. I think right down here was like the best entry at 612. So I think it's like a little bit in hindsight, but it still could run if it breaks up the 735 level. Apple is actually showing, and remember, Apple is one of the best trades I've ever put out, not percent wise, but just at how it worked. It hit the short-term target for like what, 8%. It hit that target, then it pulled back. Then it hit my long-term target for 19%, and then it dumped. Like literally perfect targets, perfect entry. Just one of the best looking trades I've ever put out. And since then it's just dropped. But now if you really look at it, I think it looks actually pretty decent. And tech did have a bounce today. You saw, I think Zoom bounced. I think Facebook actually caught a bid today, if I'm not mistaken. Not too sure about Amazon. I didn't really look at it. But yeah, hidden bullish divergence on the daily, obviously a higher low and it's not super developed on the daily, but on the 4 hour, and it is kind of mini. But look, you also have the 4 hour hidden bullish divergence, which implies price continuation to the upside. So you have the hidden bullish divergence, you even have it on your RSI, so it's there. I think it's really there. And if you really look at the 1 hour in Apple, which I don't know how much that matters on the 1 hour. And I was gonna say it looks like a double bottom, but not really. It's just kind of in this range right here on the 1 hour between 127 and 131. So I think whichever way it breaks could be telling. And yeah, that is Apple. Let me actually clear that up because I like referring back to that chart for my one-on-one calls. Make sure it just looks clear. This is just like a great educational chart, I guess, right? ADMP. What was I doing here? What the? Why did I draw that line? Oh, like a potential double bottom? Yeah. Like I was saying off the 200-day moving average, that did not, it gapped down, so I have no clue what happened there. Again, it actually does have a lot of volume. Wow, for a penny stock, that's a lot of volume. At 10 million volume today. Oh, but that makes sense, right? Because it's the dollar. So that's why it has a lot of volume, I guess. Let's see. All right, so this is like your long-term range between 50 cents and $1. And it's kind of like this multi-level range, if I'm being honest. You did break over the 200-day moving average. You don't have divergence on the daily, and you don't have any on the 4 hour. You technically are working on some, maybe some classic bearish divergence on the 4 hour. I have no clue. This is in the middle of a range. It could pump up to $1. It could dump to 50 cents. I literally have no clue on where this one's going to be headed next. Nokia broke out of this channel to the downside. It made like this upsloping channel after a gap down. It was holding the 200-day moving average at this $4 support. Then it broke that support. Then it fell down to like right here at 383. Then it ran back up, tested the 200-day, it couldn't hold it. Now it's in this range between 383 and $4. If it gets back over 4, you're probably going to retest the 200-day moving average, which is just above it at 406. And there is still no, the gap actually already got filled, so never mind on that. I don't know, it's just so weird. There's so many gaps on this chart that it just makes it super weird. You still have a gap to the upside right here at 436. This one just moves super weird. I don't really know if technicals are going to do it for you here. They could, maybe if you're looking like the daily, but the daily, I don't think it gives you much of a read. You actually might have some classic bullish divergence on the daily, but again, like, I don't know how technicals will work on this one. NOK had a big deal today with T-Mobile. Yeah, I would just focus more on their catalysts and stuff, right? Apple made you bank, or may make you bank, we shall see. Nokia is working on 5G and satellite stuff. The comeback. All right, so we got IDEX. Again, IDEX. Let's see what it came back down to, all right? Down 6% today. I have no, it's just, I just don't know on this one, right? No pattern, no divergence. It could pump again, it could dump again. I think this was the area to be entering at 173. That is such a big line on this chart. Look, let's go on the weekly to look at 173, okay? We're on the weekly chart right now. Look, it was your resistance right here, your support right here, your resistance right here, your support right here, your resistance right there, then your support right here. Like 173 is a very big support and resistance for IDEX on the weekly. And it just pumped off of that. It broke over $3. It went even higher to like almost 4. And now it's falling again. I have no clue what's going to happen on that one. AQB. Oh yeah, VTVT. And you look at that as well. Keep hitting that like button. Let's get to 30 likes. If you want to send me a tip, if you want to buy some merch, that's the pinned comment in the chat and the first link in the description. This VTVT broke over the 200-day today. There's a gap fill to like 291. That's your gap fill. Super weird chart again. A lot of gaps. Volume's not the best. A lot of these stocks, they're just, I don't really, you know, it's not easy to analyze these using technical analysis. There's just too many gaps, not enough patterns, not enough divergence, just straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. So I'm just not too sure. Like I mean, kind of looks like an inverse head and shoulders maybe, but like it's not perfect. And you have all these weird wicks. Just again, I wish I could do something with this. And if I saw something, I would chart it. I just don't see much. I can see it going either way. Up 10%, up 9% today. AQB, hidden bullish divergence on the daily. So look at the 4 hour. No divergence on the 4 hour. This kind of looks like an ascending triangle, right? It's not perfect. You can't really make a perfect line. Maybe something like this, right? Kind of looks like an ascending triangle to me, which is a bullish continuation pattern. Looking back in time, super weird there as well. Yeah, I mean, if it holds above $10, I think it's going to continue running, especially with the hidden bullish divergence on the daily. If this thing really clears this range right here, I mean, who knows what the limit is on this one. If it clears this range, I think it just continues running. That's a bullish continuation pattern. And if it ever falls under this upsloping support line, take caution. That's AQB. Yeah, there's no technicals to really do on CCIV. It just depends on if the company gets approved as lucid. If it doesn't, news, catalyst, Johnson & Johnson. There was a trade out on that. I don't really know where it's really at right now. Literally put out a buy call for Johnson & Johnson at 145, and it went up 10% after that. Remember, this company moves super slowly, like really super slowly. So it made a crazy move. You kind of have weird supports. Like you could use this high as a support, you could use this high as a support. I don't know, it's kind of hard. I think your biggest support is at like 154. What I don't like on Johnson & Johnson right now is the classic bearish divergence that is actually currently developing on the MACD, where we've been making higher highs on price but a lower high on your MACD on the daily. We take a look at the 4 hour. You also kind of have it on your 4 hour. So it's not perfect. You have this little island that messes it up, but it's kind of there. So I don't know, maybe it's going to go back down and retest 154. Maybe it'll continue running. It already went up 10%. So yeah, just not too sure there. Honestly, like if I really saw something on these charts to really give you all an edge on, I really would. Just a lot of these charts I think are at these points where they could continue going up or down. They could, you know, they could make a reversal. Just kind of hard to tell. Any non-financial advice for trading with small capital? Compound your gains. Don't try and double your account every single day. Go for a nice profit every single day. You know, have a long-term outlook, right? You don't need to double your account by tomorrow if you have a smaller account. You just need to be concerned about where your account can be in 5 years. So whatever capital you do have, make the most of it, use it wisely, and just compound gains. Take your profits, move on to another trade, take more profits, move on to another trade, take more profits, move on to another trade. So yeah, I've not ever traded while faded. What else we got in here? Thank you for the 30 likes, by the way. FUBO, Palantir. All right. I think FUBO should be on my watch list already. Right there. FUBO. Personally, I had a great day with FUBO on Monday. It was Monday, right, when it broke? Yeah, I think it was Monday when it broke, when it gapped up or whatever it was. I had a great day with FUBO on Monday. And at this point, again, just like really, and I'm just being completely honest, there's just not too much of an edge on these charts. FUBO can continue this reversal to the upside. There are multiple gaps to fill. Or FUBO just went up from 25 to $30, to $25 to $40. They could fall back. It's trying to hold 35. which is not even like a real level if I'm being honest. Your next major support is 30, but again on these charts, like just look at it. What can I really do here? You don't have divergence, you don't have a pattern. Kind of hard to make real support and resistance levels with something like this. I just don't know, and that's fine. I can look for things that I do have a better edge on, like big commerce, like airline stocks, like other things, right? And I'm not saying that FUBO can't go up, like all these things I'm looking at, I'm not saying they can't go up. I'm just saying based on what I've learned, you can't do much with the chart that looks like this. It depends more on the catalyst, on the hype around it, on stuff like that. Palantir. Down almost 3% today. It broke this demand line right here. Let's look at the 4-hour. Not much of an edge, just trying to hold this 25 level. It fell under it, then it broke back above it. Now it's trying to hold it again. That was your support right over here. If it holds this level, I think you could retest these highs at 29. If it cannot hold this level, that's when I would take caution, right? Because let me just delete all this past stuff. But yeah, we were looking at Palantir back when it was $15, by the way. Skip this song. Alright, so these are literally all the levels on the chart. If it doesn't hold 25, your next support, you have one right here. To be fair, you do have a support right here at 23. So literally that's all I can do for you. Those are your supports and resistances. Take a picture if you want to. There it is. Anything in the crypto realm? Oh, we need to talk about crypto. All right, let's do it right now. Okay, Bitcoin. All right, it was literally dumping. I saw people on Twitter, on different discords, saying the run is over on Bitcoin, panicking, falling knife, whatever the people wanted to say. Bitcoin was right down here at 30K. I tweeted, I did my thing. I put out a tweet on Bitcoin. I said, look for this reversal in this green box. 30K psychological support, too easy. 0.786 Fibonacci, too easy. 4-hour hidden bullish divergence, too easy. What happened on Bitcoin after that? Let's get it. 24% up right now. Earlier, just a couple hours ago, it was up 27% since then. There you go. There you go. Bitcoin, super happy about this one. It bounced off of a support and it went up 20+%. Other than that, your support right now kind of looks like 36.5K could be your support, and then your resistance like 39.2K, 40K, you get the point. But there you go. You have the hidden bullish divergence on the 4-hour. Daily doesn't look as good, really. You actually got a MACD crossover to the red. The weekly RSI is insane. I think the 4-hour is really all that matters right now. Mitch Ray has also been going over it a lot. And I don't know about at this point, but all I can tell you is down here, the 4-hour looked great. And that's why I put out a signal on Twitter. I even put it in the community chat in the Discord. So a nice run since then. SWBI. You can take a look at that. Very flat day today. Had a big day around the middle of last week. These are your levels on SWBI, right? There's no divergence on the daily, no divergence. Again, on charts with no divergence, with no pattern, with no signals on the candles, really all you can do is support and resistance levels, supply and demand levels. Where can they be demand? Where can there be supply? And that's really all I can do for you on SWBI. Those are your resistances, or your resistance is $23 pretty much. And then actually also 21.24 from right over here. And then supports $18 and 200-day moving average. I think your major support is 18. But again, who knows what will happen here. Could it be an early cup and handle? Absolutely. Don't really have an actual handle developed though. Just, I don't know, just not a major edge on a lot of charts I'm looking at tonight, if I'm being honest. I think, you know, the trades look great, but it's been honestly kind of hard to find all the trades that I put out because just a lot of charts just kind of look like this where the moves already happened in the last few months. Now I'm not looking at things like this. Not that they can't go up more, but now I'm looking at things that are in those ranges with patterns, with divergence that nobody's talking about right now. Those are the trades I put out. A perfect example. Who was talking? All right, listen. Who was talking about GOOS last week? Who was talking about this, right? I put out the GOOS trade. Entry was 29.70. It's at 32.50. up 10%. Who was talking about it? Nobody. So we put this trade out, and there you go. I'm looking for things like this, right? And you did have an edge right here. Let's go to the 4-hour. You had this downsloping channel with triple classic bullish divergence. Then on the daily, you had the bullish divergence as well. It broke out up 10%. Like, this is what, this is what I kind of look for. This is how I personally trade. Of course, to each their own. I'm just not a big fan of the straight lines up and the straight lines down. It just doesn't let me manage my risk the way I want to manage my risk. What's up, champ? Can you look at BGS hidden bullish divergence on the 4-hour, confirm maybe on the daily? Forget if we looked at this on the 1-on-1. I could definitely take a look at that. What was it? BGS? I think we did look at this in the 1-on-1 call, actually. I remember this. Yeah, hidden bullish divergence on the daily was up like 2% today. On the 4-hour, you confirmed some hidden bullish divergence. Just like this multi-level range, kind of have a little support down right there. Kind of like maybe double bottomed, I guess, but other than that, I'm not too sure. Not much of a pattern. Divergence looks good, but you're just messing around at this 27.38 level. If this breaks, I think you're gonna go to $29, but that's a question of if it breaks. What's your favorite blue chip ever? That's a great question. I think Microsoft. I'm gonna have to go with Microsoft. Rocket, we can take a look at that. That trade is actually down 1 or 2%. One of the only trades that are down this week. I still think it looks okay. It needs to really just start getting demand. It's at a demand area, but it's not currently seeing demand. Where's Rocket? Because I own Rocket. All right, there we go. It's pretty much, yeah, it's down 1% since the entry. Trying to create this double bottom, but being a little bit weird. You have the classic bullish divergence, or the, yeah, classic bullish divergence on the 4-hour. I don't know. Let's just move this away for a second. It's just trying to hold on to the support. It's in a range. It's at the bottom part of a range with a potential double bottom. Either it sees the demand, and I think it can make a move back up towards 2270, or it just never does, and it just fails, and nobody wants to buy it. That's also a potential, which is why you manage your risk. Other than that, just not much has changed. I just looked at BGS. Apple about to confirm hidden bullish 4-hour. Yeah, we already looked at Apple. That's correct. Rad hidden bullish on the 1. Again, the 1-hour divergences are not as reliable as 4-hour and daily because there's less data on them. But even so, on the 1-hour, it's way too early to call it because the MACD is still just moving down. It could continue moving down. You want to see it start developing before you really call it right there. This is Rite Aid. Major resistance at 1857. It couldn't break it right here, and look why. It was your resistance right here, and that was two touches right there, pretty much. Kind of does look like a cup and handle, but like, how do you really make the neckline of the pattern? Do you make it 1857? I don't think it matters either way. If it breaks 1857, I think you're going to come back up to 20 bucks. Yeah, that's really it. You break 1857 with confirmation, I think you see 20 again. If you can't break it, if you just can't, next support, probably right here at 1667. So those are your levels on RAD. WW hidden bullish at the 200. I don't know who that is, Rooster, but I was just trying to make a point. You know what I'm saying? There might have been a few people, right? I was just trying to make that point on just looking for things before the hype. Same thing with space, right? And a lot of people were also talking about space, but nobody was like going crazy about it. People are now going crazy about it on Twitter after it wearing up 25%. That's just always the case with everything. Like, you did not see the same amount of people talking about Bitcoin when it was at 11K, but you saw me talking about Bitcoin when it was at 11K, right? You want to be in before the hype. Major support at 23.24 on WW, and then major resistance at 27.14. Look how long it was in this rectangle for right here. Look, just very, very obvious price action there. Kind of double bottoming me here, yeah, at the 200-day. Nothing on the 4 really. Could have been some classic on the 4, but that's already like kind of been playing out, as you see right here. And then yeah, you do have the hidden bullish divergence on the daily for sure. I like this one. I do. The one thing that kind of concerns me a little bit, and I like these candles as well, the bullish pin bar, the bullish pin bar. One thing that does concern me is you do have a slight gap, and this doesn't really look like a gappy stock. This doesn't look like a stock that makes gaps all the time. So you do have a slight gap to fill. Right down here at 23.85. So I don't know, maybe that's the breakaway, maybe it's not, but it's not like super big to be a breakaway. So yeah, those are your levels on WW. It used to be Weight Watchers. Making gains on WW, a little ironic. Oh gosh. Disney, we can take a look at that. Man. Hidden bullish on the 4, right? Right there. Hidden bullish divergence on the 4. Right there. I think Disney looks okay. The only issue right here is the crazy gap. Now that could be a breakaway gap. Is there anything on the daily though? No, not on the daily. The 4 hour looks pretty decent. It could be bull flagging, but again, remember with Disney, COVID, right? What's the attendance looking like in their parks and their theme parks? I mean, it could be fine, but they also have what is it, Disney Plus? So that's, I guess, been making them money. Somebody just tweeted me, went cracked on the sticks to cracked on the stocks. This by sticks they mean video games. I was a big Call of Duty player like a year ago. Love Call of Duty. I haven't played it in months though. Stocks kind of changed that. If Disney can hold this level at 150, 175, great. But if it can't, there's gaps. There's multiple gaps to fill. So I like the company Disney, but you got to remember. I mean, look at the run and spin on, right? Since March, Disney was an $80 stock. It's up quite a bit since then. And I don't know. It's just hard to tell on Disney. Like at the first glance, it looked okay, but now that I'm really looking at it, we'll see. We already looked at Clover. What else we got here? VNO. It's a trust. Double bottom. Just literally you can eye it. One bottom right here, next bottom right there. Kind of classic bullish divergence, but not like super clear. Kind of like the same low. I say your major support's 35, major resistance is like 44, but like those are kind of like ranges, right? Like it's like these multi-level ranges. I like the MACD. I don't know too much about this company. It got crushed. Really did get crushed during the COVID crash. 68 to 30. If it breaks the 200-day moving average, great. I mean, that's really it. I think if it breaks this 200-day moving average, it might see the top of the channel again on VNO. Netflix is releasing so many movies this year. I can't wait. Their TV shows have been slacking though. Netflix was making great like Netflix original TV shows like in the last few years, but in the last like 5-6 months, there just hasn't been many great ones. Crypto's about to drop. Could be. I'm just not sure, right? The big move already happened on Bitcoin. It could keep happening. That's like a whole different story. What else we got here? Did we already look at VNO? Yeah, we just did. Hidden daily divergence. Yeah, actually, I didn't even think about that. There is the hidden daily divergence. That's correct. STPK. Star peak down 6%. Nothing I can do on that chart. Just a straight line up. Depends on the fundamentals, the news. Anything can happen there. Overstock. Keep hitting that like button. Let's get to 50 likes, all right? If you haven't hit that like button, hit that like button. If you want to send me a tip, you want to buy some merch, that's the pinned comment in the chat. Overstock, it bounced off the 200 day very nicely. Also, that was like your golden retrace. Very weird range to be bouncing in. Not much previous support there. Just kind of in this range between 53 and 70, right? If you fall under your 53, take caution. If you break over 70, great. No divergence on the daily and none on the 4 hour. Again, not a major range. There was a day like this, like I think last week or something, and then Guy and Hat and BC saved the day. They found two great trades. But sometimes we just get days like this where it's just so hard to read charts because like all of these charts could go up but could go down. There's not a major probability, and I'm just here trying to convey it to you. I'm not here to lie and just randomly say this chart's bullish, this chart's bearish, move on to the next one. No, I really try to look at them. If I see something, I try to share it. If I don't see something, I'm honest about it. In the fact that anything can happen. Just a really hard time to read the market, right? With all the fundamental things going on, with the technicals looking like this. We looked at what, like 30 charts, and it's just on 90% of them, really hard to get a read on them. Kern on the weekly, but CERN. Weren't a lot of people like day trading KERN today? I saw it all over Twitter. Somebody in the Discord also was. Didn't Kern do something today? Like the KERN? But CERN, we can take a look at. On the weekly. Yeah, it's going for it. It's going for it. It's like right at that level. Not bad. On the weekly though, we're talking about the weekly. This could take a long time, but I do think it's gonna meet new all-time highs. Probably, pretty much is at new all-time high, just like cents away. Just look at this accumulation, right? I can't draw like a perfect line, but you get the point. When you see a stock creating higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, this one wasn't a higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, that's just called accumulation. And that's exactly what you want to see for a continuation in a trend. You could have looked at like an ascending triangle right here. It already broke out, retesting the highs. If it breaks the highs, great. But yeah, that's the chart. What else we got here? Microsoft. Keep hitting that like button. Let's get to 40 at least 40. Okay, we need 4 more people to hit that like button. I think Microsoft is interesting. You have the hidden bullish divergence on the 4 hour. You also have it on the daily, I believe. Yeah, it's not super clear on the daily, but it's there. One thing on Microsoft is it needs to get above 217 and hold it. I traded options on Microsoft a couple days ago. I was able to make some profit, like probably like 5% profit on the call option, which isn't like too much. And then it broke the support and I got out, and it just fell even more yesterday. And then today it was up under 1%, just moved super slowly. I don't know, if this hidden bullish divergence plays out, I think you're going to see the 225 level again, but it's just a question of if and when. Just like a lot of charts we're looking at tonight. GHIV, I don't think there's much technicals to do on that one. Again, it was cup and handling right over here, kind of. It wasn't perfect, but this is really the only area where I really see like an actual technical pattern with the rounding bottom for sure. At this point, I mean, yeah, that's the next one. And don't take that the wrong way, just I can't do anything with that. Clove, we already looked at Clove. A lot of people have been asking about Clove. We looked at it earlier. It's going to be in the timestamps. Kern Blue, we could just take a look at it. So many people are talking about it on Twitter. 11% up to close. Yeah, it was even higher at one point. I mean, who remembers? Who was in the stream when I was showing this downsloping channel on Kern, saying eventually it's looking primed for a move up to the upside, and then look for the 50%. Alright, so I never put out like an official trade, but I literally showed this scenario happening like a month ago. It took a month to happen, but literally I created the targets of it. I showed where the entry area was. Like literally, I've done it. Look, you can see right here. I was talking about it right here, saying it looked bullish, and it was just being super weird, going down, coming back up, going down, coming back up, and then eventually it went up to the target, which was just a 50% retrace, and it hit that like 3 different times, and it's been showing resistance there. I mean, I don't know if anybody was here when I was showing this on stream, like back here, right? November. I don't know if anybody was here in November when I was showing this for like a week straight, but there you go. It took a long time, but it happened. 2x, you would have 2x your money. I just kind of forgot about it because of how long it took. But awesome move today. That's just what happens when you have accumulation on a breakout. And there might have been a catalyst as well, I don't know. I have to head out. Have a good one, Mason. Appreciate the support. FNKO. How you doing, William? So William was here. Great. TTWO. All right. Out of O's. This one is trying to break this resistance right here. If it does, you have a gap fill. It's like right there. I have a resistance right here. Support right there. Those are your levels. You actually have some mini hidden bullish divergence. If you're counting these little islands right here, you could even use this one, I guess, but you do have some hidden bullish divergence on the daily. And on the 4 hour, not much there. If you can really clear this previous support flipped into a resistance, I think you're gonna see $13 and then potentially higher for a gap fill. And then your next support is $10, which is just the support from this general area. TTWO on the 4 hour, there's literally no edge. It's actually almost breaking a support. I'm not a big fan of this on the 4 hour. On the daily, yeah, I don't know about this one. Of course, it's parabolic, and it hasn't made a lower high yet, so the trend is not in jeopardy unless it falls under 180. But showing some big resistance at 200, and might have broken out to the downside today. Very ugly candle yesterday. I wouldn't short this just because it's so parabolic, but I don't really see any bullish technicals. Bull flag hidden bullish on the daily for about a crossover. Yeah, Guy in Hat is going for it tonight. He won't give up. We're gonna have him. I think we're having you on the stream tomorrow night, Guy in Hat. So that's gonna be fun. The last time we had you on the stream was great. Hidden bullish on the daily. Is that real though? Come on, what are we doing? What just happened? Yes, it's there. Mega trend, right? Mega uptrend. Issue here is your next like real support is that 121. You do have the hidden bullish divergence. And then on the 4 hour, yeah, you're right close to MACD crossover. The only issue I see right here is like, yeah, you could consider this a support, I guess. 127. You're a little bit ways off from a support. Could you go up without a support? Absolutely, but it's going to be hard to manage your risk on that one. When are you going to put the new watch list? I don't put out watch lists. I put out basically trades. Just like whenever something comes across to me that I'm interested in backing, that I do really like the chart on, I put out an official trade on it. Do you understand the trade's about to happen really well? Isn't that like a book? I'm pretty sure that's a book. I haven't read the book, so I don't really get the reference. I might get the psychology if you tell me like the general thesis of what it is, but I have not read the book. I do believe that is a book. But yeah, so in terms of like the trades that I put out, I always alert the Discord. I put them out on Twitter, unless it's like a Discord exclusive trade. And then so how can you find my trades? You go to freetradingmovement.com, right? The link for that is in the description. You go to freetradingmovement.com, you go to Champion Vibe. You can also sign up for one-on-one classes here. This is my daily stream, you're in it. Then you come to the bottom, it says trade setups. You click on this link right there. And let's go to the other screen real quick. And to answer your question, Daniel, yeah, I mean, I'm familiar with Wyckoff accumulation and the trading method. I don't really use it. I would like to start using it. I do think it works. It's just, you know, haven't done it yet. So at some point I will get into it for sure. So yeah, to answer your question, Jaffor, however you spell it. Yeah, these are all the trades, right? And you can go through this list and fact check me. Literally, please go through this list and fact check me. Please, 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 please. Let's just do this here. I'm not even going to show you all of December, because December was definitely better than January has been. Let's just do only January, okay? So KNDI profit, DADA profit, targets achieved. OXT, target achieved. I mean, I can literally show you every single trade one by one. Actually, I need to sign in. But again, you can find this yourself if you think I'm lying, right? Why are you not working? What's going on here? We can just do it on this page. Come on. Let's just do it right here. Right there. So I'm just going to show you January. I'm not going to click on everyone just for time purposes, because I don't want people just being bored about it. But if you don't believe me, you can go look at it yourself. KNDI, target achieved. 18% profit maybe. DADA, target achieved, nice profit. OXT, like 20+% profit achieved. KNC, 20+% profit achieved. XPV hit the target this week. What was it? Boom. 18% profit achieved. MU hit the target, like 10%. Big Commerce, I talked about that earlier in stream. APO failed trade. FUBO, it got stop hunted, but then look what happened, right? I just hope you understand my idea behind the trade. It wasn't the best stop loss, but look, right? Eventually it did it. MGY, I think that target got hit. There you go. 24% gain in like a week. Tyson just up a little bit. Fisker, that played out to 1750. eBay, this target got hit yesterday. 10% profit. Space, we talked about this literally earlier in the stream. Boom. It's only up here for 15%, but after hours it's all the way up here by the second target. Moderna, I think it's on its way to the target, right? Yeah, it's like halfway to the target. Target's like 18%, so it's probably up like 9%, 10%. FAL failed trade on the short term, but the long term trade is still valid. This is a crypto. It's holding that support actually, but there's still a long term trade that is down. GOS in profit, hasn't hit a target, but it's up 10%. APA, this one is up 6%. Big Commerce up 3%. We already talked about that earlier. DYA, these two are down. These two are down like 1 or 2%. So they're barely down, and they still look okay. And then this is up. I posted this literally last night. This one is up 3%, just up a very little bit, 2 or 3%. And then OPTT, I posted this today. I alerted the Discord. I put it out on Twitter. Boom. There you go. Posted at $277. It's at $293 pretty much. So this is where you can find all my trades. And that's only from January. Please go back and see December, because there was some crazy stuff. Like NLS was like a 20% gain in one day. I'm trying to find CBAT. That was a great one. I can't find it. PIC, look, PIC, it crushed my targets, but it went to $30. I posted this at 16. CBAT, this one was crazy. This was like literally in 2 days, and people were mad at me for even posting this trade because there was a short report on the company. 42% profit. 42% profit. Outperforming a whole entire institution shorting. That was on me. I'm playing. I'm not trying to have an ego with it. I'm just saying, like, yeah, if you want to look at them, there's people that charge thousands of dollars for stuff like that. DZ with the FTM hoodie purchase. With the purchase, let's go back to this screen, right? Can we get some, let me fix the audio. I don't know if that's working right now. The audio was being super weird in the stream earlier today. Hopefully it's okay right now. I got a new mic. All right, should be fine. Thank you very much, DZ, for the FTM hoodie purchase. Can we get some vibes in the chat? We got 33 people here. Let's get vibes in the chat for DZ. Thank you very much. I see you in the chat saying awesome. Appreciate it. Thank you very much for the support. Hope you enjoy the hoodie. Remember, if anybody else wants merch, you just click on the pinned comment in the chat or the first link in the description. Really appreciate it. And yeah, awesome. Getting pretty good with OBS. I'm trying my best. I did pay for this overlay though. Well, I got like the premium version, which comes with it. Yeah, I mean, I've upgraded a lot. Thank you again for the hoodie, DC. Really appreciate it. I've upgraded a lot. Look, Microphone. I don't know why it took me so long to show that. New camera, which you're seeing me through. New mouse. So just a lot of upgrades because of all of you. Did you actually get your hoodie Borge already? I haven't gotten my hoodie yet. I got my mouse pad. I got my SPAC butterfly poster, which is right over there. We showed it earlier. I also got the mug as well. I drank coffee out of that today. The coffee, not toffee, tasted extra good. But yeah, you know, I've been able to reinvest so much into the stream because of all of you donating. So thank you very, very much for all of the donations. You got in like 2 days, Borge? What? Hoodie should be in tomorrow. Christian, awesome to see. Yeah, you might live near a factory. But yeah, awesome stuff. Appreciate it. Get some merch if you want it. We need one more like to hit 40 likes, so hit that like button. All right. So yeah, also I dropped a new video on travel stocks today. Literally look at all these charts. Same exact chart. Divergence with the bull flag, divergence with the bull flag, divergence with the bull flag. Same thing, same thing, same thing, same thing. I just showed you Norwegian Cruise Lines, Spirit Airlines, Southwest Airlines, United Airlines, American Airlines, Delta Airlines, JetBlue, Carnival Cruises. All the travel stocks have bullish technicals, and it kind of makes sense with COVID vaccines rolling out if things go well, and if we don't have a lockdown that is like for a long period of time. But yeah, I'm bullish on travel for like a 5-6 month outlook. I've already gotten options. One of my my American Airlines options went up 35% today. Let's go. Awesome. Glad to hear that, Borge. Send a picture. Whenever you get merchandise, if you do order merchandise, send a picture to the Discord. That would be awesome. I want to see how your merch looks. I already ordered myself the whole collection, but it isn't here yet. And then also at the same time, just so other people in Discord can see how it looks, like in person, how the merch looks. So if you got some merchandise, send a picture of it. Thank you all for the 43 likes. I don't know, does anybody else want to go through something? Like I'm still here, I'm chilling right now. $5 donation from DZ. Like the live streams. Thank you again for the merchandise and also the $5. Appreciate it. Thank you. And I'm glad you like the live streams as well. Thanks for the advice, fire emojis, appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, we're just vibing right now. If somebody wants me to look at something, let me know. Just chilling out here, trying to help however I can. I don't know if you're in the stream, Dan, but Dan just texted me RMO. After hours is at 23.82. Let's go. We were looking at this in our one-on-one call. If you are in the stream, you just text me. I don't know if you're here. Yeah, we already looked at this. Again, if it does hold over 23.58, there's a gap to fill, but it needs to hold over 23.58 when it opens tomorrow. If it did gap up or move up after hours, hidden bullish divergence on the daily. Guy in Hat a little bit frustrated. Remember, Guy in Hat, if trades are not coming your way, if you can't find things on charts, you never have to chase, right? Just wait. There's no issue with being in cash, right? There already is trades out that are great. There are new trades out that even you have put out. So just be, you know, and I've never said, I always am going to put out 10 trades a week. No, there's weeks where I put out 5 new trades, and there's weeks where I put out 15 new trades. It just depends on the market conditions. If I'm finding things that genuinely I can back. The one thing I never want to do is force a trade. You should never go into every single day saying, I need to make 3 trades today. No, you do not. You don't need to do that. What you need to do is wait. Be patient until the right opportunity comes. And when that opportunity comes, take advantage of it in the right way. Never try and force anything. Just some education. And I need to listen to my own advice. I tried to do that today, right? I tried to take on some day trades, which I shouldn't have. I was up on my day trades at first with huge positions, which also I shouldn't have put on. Up on my day trades as well. And then last 20 minutes of the market, I was down. I was up 3% on them, then I was down 3%. So that's because I was trying to force trades, right? And that cost me. So don't learn from my mistakes, please. That's the best part about this. You can learn from my mistakes, okay? Don't make them yourself. That's not what I want. Yesterday was a great day for me. Absolutely, patience and discipline. Retrading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. Mitch Ray heavily recommends that book. I do as well. I listened to the whole entire audiobook. Please read Trading in the Zone. It gets your mind right for trading. It's not about technicals really, it's not about fundamentals really. It's about the mindset you want as a trader. It's about how to actually trade consistently, safely, and actually make good gains on a regular basis. Appreciate the 43 likes. But yeah. The only thing I'm mad about right now is how I traded. I'm not mad about having a flat day and a crazy day for the trades. I'm just mad about how I traded. That's the one thing that gets me, because like this is like a craft to me. You know what I'm saying? This is like something I've devoted my life to. And when I'm not doing the craft correctly, it just frustrates you, right? Let's say you're a basketball player. If you have that one bad day on the court where you're just not doing the things you've been working on, the things you've been practicing, it's frustrating, right? With anything, with work, if you're at work and you're good at doing one task at work, and then just one day you're just, you know, maybe you're doing Excel sheets or something, and you've got this method where you're doing it super quick, and then just one day you just can't do it, right? Like if you have something you devote your life to every single day that you work so hard to be great at, it's frustrating when you're not listening to the things you worked on. And that's what I kind of did today. So that's why my mood's been a little bit different. Even in the power hour stream, I was just like, I was streaming and then just watching my mistakes go by on my screen right here. It's just, I'm gonna trade very well for the rest of the week. And again, I learned a lesson. Trading the zone was game changer. Yeah, I mean, trading in the zone should be like it should be like the terms and conditions to trading. Like whenever you open a new brokerage, it should literally make you read that whole entire book before you can put on a trade, even though nobody reads the terms and conditions. But yeah. So we got two tickers, OKTA. We can take a look at that. And then MGA. Is that Magna? Somebody was actually telling me in the Discord to look at Magna, so thank you for reminding me. This might have been from a one-on-one call. I don't remember when I tried this. I'm just gonna delete that. Oh, this was from a one-on-one call actually. I remember that. Yeah, hidden bullish divergence on the daily. Your support, let's move this up a little bit actually. Your support looks like it's right there at like 250. That's a nice even number as well psychologically. And maybe you could consider it to be yeah, you actually can 100%. Let me actually clear this up. Take that off the hourly. Let's move this MACD up because I keep on having to scroll through it. All right, there you go. Hidden bullish divergence on the 4-hour and daily. As long as it holds above 250, it's bullish. What's the other one? MGA. Don't see much on the 4-hour. Not much on the daily. There's a gap to fill right here. Gap to fill right here. Resistance right there. Those are your levels. Other than that, you don't have divergence. You don't have a pattern. Just got those levels if you want to take a screenshot. Several gaps, yes. Looking for a long-term entry target. I don't know. I would maybe wait until you get divergence or a pattern or some news. It could just move up. There could be demand for it. I don't know anything about the company. Is this like, oh my gosh, this is Magna. Okay, I know everything about this company. Never mind. This is Magna, the OEM. Fisker's production source, supplier, right? So yeah, I mean, they make cars. Now I'm about to start talking about Magna for like 20 minutes because I had to do research on Magna for the Fisker. I'm putting out the Fisker fundamental breakdown video on Saturday. So I did research on Magna when I was making that video. The video's already done. I just want to put it on Saturday. So I know a lot about Magna, you know, BMW, Honda, Land Rover, they produce cars for them, Fisker as well. So fundamentally, I already like Magna. I already have my bias on Magna. They do the whole entire process from start to finish in terms of paint, body, different parts, organization, and then also Magna, there's one more thing. Oh yeah, like the actual shells of cars, they use very similar shells for a lot of different vehicles, for even different brands, to lower costs as well. So I think they're a good company. They have a lot of big car names that pay them money or give them ownership of their companies to make cars for them. I think, now do your own research, I just remember hearing this, but I think Magna owns like 8% of Fisker, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was the deal they made. It was like way back before the dump, when it was back. It was like when it was like at $15 before it went down to $9 is when I'll just show you right here. Like, I think they put out this news right over here, right? Right over here is when I think they announced the Magna partnership. And you had like this one day where it went like 10%, somewhere around here. 6%. Yeah, so Magna owns a part of Fisker as well. And I love Fisker. So yeah. But in terms of the technicals, entry is a little bit difficult. I don't know. Maybe if it fills this gap down here, this gap right here, and there's some divergence or pattern on like a 1 hour chart. I don't know. I think there could be better times to enter unless it just breaks $77. But trust me, they're going to be making a good amount of money in the long run, in my opinion. So I do like it as a long-term hold, but I'm talking a decade hold. I'm not talking a month. And again, just remember it was $22 in March, and now it is $77. So it already has had a crazy run. There was already much better opportunities to enter. Does anyone know what time the 2 trillion Biden thing is? I have no clue. I have heard about that. I don't know too much about it. It's obviously very important for the market, so I'll try and look into that tonight. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it today. I woke up late, which costed me. I wasn't able to take profits on my Fisker calls, but as soon as I woke up, I started putting out updates on the trades. Then I put out a video on the travel sector. That's already on my channel if you haven't watched it. Then after I put out the video, I streamed in the afternoon. After I streamed, I did a one-on-one call with Dan. After we did the one-on-one call, I worked out. Then I watched Mitch Ray, the person who taught me all the stream. And now I just streamed again. And then after this, I have to, do some stuff for the free trade movement social media. I need to record another video. So I think we're gonna close it here. I think we covered everything. And I was up till like 2 a.m. working last night, which is why I woke up early, which is why I woke up late today. So I'm trying to sleep a little bit earlier tonight so I don't wake up late tomorrow. If all that kind of makes sense to you, that's pretty much why I'm ending the stream right here. But how long have we been live for? An hour and a half. That's our usual stream time. So I think that's a good amount of time, right? That's our usual stream time. Great stream. Thank you for being a great chat tonight. Appreciate the 44 likes. If you haven't hit that like button and you enjoyed the stream, please hit that like button on the way out. ORCL, BC. All right, because of how much support you've given me, I will look at ORCL really quick. Wow. So I never put out this trade, but that worked out and crushed it. No divergence on the 4 hour. There could be hidden bullish divergence, but it's not developing the best. That's the right word to use. Nothing on the daily. It's nearing this support. What is this from? I think it's just using these highs right here. Yeah, so it's at a make or break area. If it holds 61.75, it could bounce again, maybe double bottom. Otherwise, if it breaks 61.75, your next support is this up sloping line. It's not perfect though. Honestly, no, I wouldn't say that. Let me delete this. If that doesn't hold, I think your next support is right here, 59. So 61.75 and 59.14 are your supports. Great. All right, have a good one, everybody. Thank you for coming out. I'll see you tomorrow. Great day for the trades. Hopefully, I'm not going to be an idiot tomorrow and overtrade. So have a good one, everybody. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Peace out.
Let me get a one-way ticket. I haven't picked a destination. I'm just trying to catch a train before it has to leave the station. Packing no bags, nothing but the clothes on my back with a cognac. Let me sip it, trying to relax. Red wine up in my glass, plus filet mignon. I got an army right up under me. I'm Genghis Khan. Yeah, it's me against the world. I guess I'll take them on. I might stop and see my girl, but I ain't staying long. What if I'm gone? What the fuck you gon' think then? I told my story life inside this ink pen. Said I'll make a big win. Everybody know me, well, I made it big and everybody phony. So could you pour me? I need a cup. No, not of that liquor mixing purple stuff. I could talk my pain, but would it hurt too much? Go ahead, judge me. Hey, costs money, but this love free. Dreams turn them to reality. Double cup of lean, standing on my balcony, looking at the sky, thinking it could all be mine. All we got is memories. So what the fuck is time? They just dreams turn them to reality. Double cup of lean, standing on my balcony, looking at the street, thinking it could all be mine. All we got is memories. So what the fuck is time? What the fuck is time? Asking what the fuck is time? I don't know. What the fuck is time? Asking what the fuck is time? What do you do when you think you could be an icon? Cause all these people get to screaming when the lights on, like they just seen a ghost. Earn my stripes, zebra coat, racing to the gate, but my flight gone. And now these writers taking shots without a Nikon. But I don't fight though, figure it's a typo. Seems we in some shit now, gonna be alright though. Potion in my Sprite, then my night slows down. See, that's exactly what I need. My khakis filled with cheese, my homie Savage on the beat like it was Donald Trump. A fucking hit, but I just call it luck. They throw it on when I'm walking in the club. Hey, this is Berg shit, I don't deserve this. Well, I don't think you looking for me on the surface. Learn quick, now I'm big time. Fill your cup up, and I'ma sip mine. Fill it up with dreams, turn them to reality. Double cup of lean, standing on my balcony, looking at the sky, thinking it could all be mine. All we got is memories. So what the fuck is time? They just dreams, turn them to reality. Double cup of lean, standing on my balcony, looking at the street, thinking it could all be mine. All we got is memories. So what the fuck is time? What the fuck is time? Asking what the fuck is time? I don't know. What the fuck is time? Asking what the fuck is time?